and welcome to episode 8 of my FM24 early access save with Liverpool. Coming up on today's episode, I've got 2 games for you. I'm going to show you the home Premier League game against Manchester City. I'll then play Chelsea in the FA Cup off camera, and I'll bring you back for the home game against Aston Villa. So let's get straight into it. And the team to face Manchester City is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team, and it is Alisson in goal, back four of Tsimikas, Van Dijk, Konate and Gomez, Thiago at the base of midfield, Endo and McAllister ahead of him, Diaz on the left, Jota on the right, Nunez up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant wants me to go with, I want you to pick up where you left off last time out. I'm going to disagree with him. I'm going to point the finger and I'm going to say, I am going to say, I'm expecting a win against our rivals. It won't be easy, but we cannot lose. So let's do that. That seems to have gone down quite well. So let's get out into the tunnel, do our tunnel interview. It's Derby Day. How much do you look forward to taking on your rivals? Dressing room are chomping at the bit to settle some scores. Mohamed Salah and Andrew Robertson miss out due to injury and internationals. How much of an absence will they be? It's a big match and I want the players we have available to step up. How's the mood in the camp? We're in a great place. So let's get out there and see if we can manage to grab a win. Or at least not lose. If we don't lose, we keep Manchester City behind us. If we manage to beat them, we put a serious dent in their title aspirations. But it is Manchester City with the first highlight. Bernardo into Haaland. We all know how dangerous he can be. Bernardo dispossessed, but Diaz picks it up. Bernardo again. It's being forced backwards, but he's still got the ball. Finds Grealish on the left-hand side. Gomez has tackled him, but he's kept the ball. Lewis to Phillips. Lewis into Akanji. Feeds De Bruyne. Bernardo to Haaland. And Alisson with the save. So not a great start. I think we demand more at this point. And see if we can manage to actually have a shot. As the home team, this isn't good enough so far. So we need more. At the moment, if we manage to get the win, we will go top. Although Manchester United will have a game in hand on us. And it's back with Van Dijk into Endo. Tsimikas forward for Diaz. He's done well to get himself out of that. Tsimikas gets away from his man. He's going to need some help. He's got the cross in. And it's a massive opportunity that's gone begging there. Konate now with a free kick. And he's going to go for a short one, I think. He plays it short to McAllister. Gomez to Jota. Plays it through for Darwin Nunez. And Darwin Nunez finds the back of the net. 37 minutes gone. Liverpool 1. Manchester City 0. I don't think this is going to be wiped out. It's not. It is a goal. It is 1-0. And that should put us on top of the Premier League. It does. So coming up to half time. And we're slightly fortunate to be ahead. But we'll take it. And let's get in the dressing room. Point the finger again. Keep working hard. Rivalry matters. We'll get our rewards. And that's gone down well as well. So let's have a look at potential changes. Anybody not playing well? Not particularly. The only one I'm worried about is Diogo Jota, because he's already on a yellow card. So I think we'll bring on Szoboszlai. And I think I'm also going to take Wataru Endo off as well and bring on Ryan Gravenberch, who we will then drop into defensive midfield and bring Thiago forward. Let's try those two the other way around. 3 and 2.5. 3.5 and 2.5. We'll do it that way round then. And that will do for half time. So let's get out there for the second half and see if we can manage to extend our advantage, or at the very least just not surrender it. So keeping an eye on both fitness and performance levels. So far no need to change anything, so I'm not going to say anything either at the moment. And I'm going to keep the lineup that's out there as long as I possibly can. So into the final 15 minutes, Diaz does now need to come off. So I think I'll start making changes. We'll do Luis Diaz for Youssoufa Moukoko, and we'll put Moukoko up front in a minute. We will do, let's have a look. Let's take Van Dijk off and bring on Matip. And Thiago off for Curtis Jones. And that will do. So we'll start the match back up. And let's make the switcheroo that we needed to make. Moukoko needs to go up front. Nunez needs to go on the left. So we'll confirm that. And McAllister wins his header, but we give the ball away. Highlight does come to an end though. And we're into the last 5 of the 90 minutes. And now we need to take Gomez off, but we've run out of subs. We've got a corner. Tsimikas with the ball in. The header from Joel Matip has gone straight through the goalkeeper. And that is Liverpool 2, Manchester City 0. And that absolutely wraps the win up. So now we just need to try not to concede and keep hold of the clean sheet. It's crossed in. Matip clears. Curtis Jones brings it away up to the halfway line. And plays it back to Darwin Nunez into Gravenberch. Finds Moukoko, who slips his man and hits the crossbar. Big chance, but it won't matter. It is going to finish 2-0. And it does. Liverpool 2, Manchester City 0. I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, well, following a really disappointing 3-0 defeat to Chelsea in the FA Cup, it's time for our second match of today's episode. And it's a home Premier League game against Aston Villa. Team for this one, Alisson in goal, back four of Tsimikas, Van Dijk, Konate and Alexander-Arnold. Thiago at the base of midfield, Szoboszlai and Elliott ahead of him, Gakpo on the left, Jota on the right, Darwin Nunez up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, my assistant wants a much better performance in this match. So do I. So we'll point the finger and request exactly that. And let's get out into the tunnel. Why have you been able to build such a good recent home record? Hard work. We have to stick to our game plan this time. Am I hopeful of a performance? I know what we're capable of. Think we'll do well. So we've got to go out there now and do it. So let's see if we can repair some of the damage from that last game. And I'll get the league table back up in a moment. Canate with the ball though. Comes forward, plays it square to Thiago. Canate again. All the way back to Alisson in goal. Finds Van Dijk. Into Szoboszlai, on to Elliott. Rolls it through for Darwin Núñez, and it's straight at Emi Martinez. Darwin Núñez though is offside. So let's get the league table up. And as you can see, we are currently top of the league. We do need a goal though and a win to get us some breathing space at the top. And it is Canate into Diogo Jota. He's given it away. Ramsey finds Watkins. And Villa are in here and they've scored. Nicolo Zaniolo makes it Liverpool 0, Aston Villa 1. So we're going to have to go attacking. We're going to have to demand more immediately. And we're going to need to work out where that went wrong. Try and use the match ratings to do that. Looks like Tsimikas is the one getting the blame. Although Alexander-Arnold is not immune from that as well. Tsimikas' free kick into Gakpo. Pulls it back. And Thiago levels the scores on 29 minutes. And it is Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 1. So scores level and still an hour to play. So now we need a goal just to go back to the top of the table. Because other results are not any longer going with us. So Jacob Ramsey bursting forward for Villa. Back to Zaniolo, and the shot from Douglas Luiz gives Villa back the lead. Right, demand more, and we are definitely going to need serious changes at half time. They've only had 2 shots on target. They've both ended up in the back of the net. Alisson has again not covered himself in glory in this game. And yeah, let's press Zaniolo. That's a good idea. I'm going to thrash the arms. Sort it out. And let's make some changes. So, Kostas Tsimikas needs to come off for Joe Gomez. Alexander-Arnold needs to come off. But that would have been for Joe Gomez as well. I think I'm going to leave Alexander-Arnold on. And I'm going to change. What else am I going to change? Diogo Jota for Luis Diaz. And let's get... What else can we do? Szoboszlai for McAllister. And let's get out there for the second half. And let's demand more. And see if we can get back on level terms quickly. We're still going to stay on attacking. We're going to try and sort this out. But it's Villa on the attack again. Diaby with the shot. This time straight at Alisson, and he does hold on to it. Van Dijk to Gomez. Back to Van Dijk, but the highlight comes to an end. And Manchester City are ahead against Everton, having been behind. So that's why we're no longer even top of the league. Alexander-Arnold's corner, the header, comes back off the post and ends up in the arms of Martinez eventually. Canate with the free kick into McAllister. Round the corner for Elliott. wide to Alexander-Arnold, over the top for Luis Diaz, and Digne comes away with it, finds McGinn into Zaniolo. Ramsey comes forward for Aston Villa again. He's found Ollie Watkins, and Ollie Watkins has found the back of the net. Our season is in danger of falling apart at this stage, and the only thing we can hope for is an offside. It's not. It is 3-1, and this game is now gone as far as I'm concerned. Alexander-Arnold's had an absolute mare, as has Alisson in goal. Right, the only question is what we can do about it. Right, Thiago's ball in for Darwin Nunez, on to Gakpo. Can't beat Martinez in the Aston Villa goal. And it is Alexander-Arnold again with a corner. And the header, Martinez with the save. We've still got 20 minutes. If we could get one goal, we might get a second one. Elliott with the ball in, headed away. Elliott back to Diaz. Thiago to Van Dijk. Gomez into the area. It's given away though. Martinez forced to put it out for a throw-in. And I'm going to change Gakpo on the left-hand side. In fact, I'm not. I'm going to change Darwin Nunez and bring on Youssoufa Moukoko. Alexander-Arnold into the area, shoots, and it's behind for a corner off Matty Cash. So still 15 minutes to go, and no sign of a goal yet. Free kick though, McAllister, and Martinez is again equal to it, and we'll have to wait for our way back into the match. Alexander-Arnold with the corner ball in, the header, and Martinez with the save, and we just cannot find a way past the Aston Villa keeper. Douglas Luiz's corner, headed up rather than away. Eventually it's cleared, but only as far as Matty Cash, who plays it to Ramsey. Back to Douglas Luiz, in for Zaniolo, crossed in, and Watkins' shot is blocked, and the highlight comes to an end. Final 10 minutes, and it is going to be Gakpo for Gravenberch, and then I'll put McAllister out on the left hand side for Gravenberch. We'll confirm those changes. And there's not going to be a response from us, I don't think. Alexander-Arnold to Elliott. Into Diaz. Plays it to Konate. Back to Diaz. Thiago into Elliott. Alexander-Arnold to Konate. Into Thiago. All the way back to Alisson in goal. There isn't time for that. Van Dijk just needs to lump this forward now. Thiago, he's gone short. Back to Van Dijk. Crosses halfway, finds McAllister. Forward for Gravenberch, into Moukoko. And we do have one back, but with only a minute and a half of stoppage time left, even if this is given, I don't think we've got time to get level, and the goal's disallowed. We are on our way to defeat. And there it is, Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 3. I'll be back in a moment to show you the Premier League table and to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, here is the Premier League table, and despite that defeat to Aston Villa, we do actually end the episode top of the league. We've played 23, won 17, drawn 3, lost 3, 54 points. Same as Manchester United directly behind us, who have a game in hand, as do third place Manchester City, who are just 3 points behind us. So let's have a look now at when we're going to come back for the next episode. And following back-to-back defeats, we need to get back to winning ways. I'm only going to play a couple of games off camera, and I'm going to bring you back at the end of February for games against Chelsea away and Newcastle at home in the Premier League. So I'll leave you there, and if you've enjoyed that one, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.